So, probably like a lot of people, I've been frustrated with trying to find masks and reading reviews on top of reviews. Some claim they're fake, some claim they don't work, they're too thin, they're too loose, too small. So, I figured I would share a video of my experience with this mask, or I guess my opinion of it, kind of testing it out. This mask did come a 30 pack completely sealed. I had to rip it open. So I definitely know that they were brand new. As you can tell, this mask has a really good fit. When I breathe in, I'm definitely making the mask move, so there's a really good seal. But even with that, I feel that I can still breathe pretty well. One thing I did want to try was to blow this lighter out and, see how much air comes through. So let's see if I can get this both in here. So I'm pretty confident that nothing's getting through from my end. So I guess the next thing I wanted to try and see is how well this would hold up to being, say, sneezed on from somebody else or from me. So if you just bear with me for a second. Okay, so I'm taking the mask off now. And so I guess what I want to know is how well it would hold up to being sneezed on. Hopefully, I'm not really in a scenario that somebody's going to sneeze directly on me, but nowadays you never know. So I just happen to have water. I've added some blue to it so we can see if the liquid soaks through. So as you can tell, I definitely got a good fake sneeze on that. So I am just going to flip it over here and want to see how much has soaked through. So it's soaking through a little bit, but I would definitely have enough time, I think, to take this mask off and change it before this really got to me, because this is still pretty dry on the inside. And then I'm going to spray the clean side now from the inside. And let's flip it over and see how that fares. Can definitely see a little bit of blue coming through. Not too bad, so it's obviously not impervious to water, but it's doing a decent job. If I was to get sneezed on, I could take it off pretty quickly. And finally, some people say one of the tests here is to pour water in it. I don't really expect it to hold water. Obviously, I'm not going to be drinking out of it, but we can actually, go ahead and see how it does. So obviously it's not going to work well as a cup. And then finally, I have a previous mask that I sacrificed for the sake of finding out how many layers were in it. So when I cut it open, I did in fact find that there were 5 layers. You have your top decorative layer right here. There's kind of a polyester-y feeling soft layer, a second soft layer that almost feels like a little bit of fabric. Then there's a spongy layer, and then finally a real thin, almost feels kind of like a dryer sheet. So overall, I'm satisfied with the mask. It didn't hold water. Not that I would expect it to. I'm not going to be drinking out of it. But I do think if somebody was to sneeze on or near me, cough in my direction, I could definitely have time to change this mask and put a fresh one on if I needed to. overall, I would feel safe wearing it, working customer service like I do. So that's just my thoughts. Hopefully somebody might find this helpful. Bye.